Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline and today's day 14 of 30 days commitment to embodiment journey. As per usual, the dog and the cat are with me. Okay, so if you hear a noise in the background, it's them. All right, now in today's video, I want to talk about techniques are here to help you. Whatever techniques you use to help you embody the version of yourself that you desire to exist or live from is your friend. It's here to help you, okay? So whether it's scripting, affirming, going for a walk, somatic exercises, praying, meditating, deep belly breathing, visualization, and so on and so forth. It could be something like whenever you take a bath, you feel like you're bathing in this energy. It could be anything in the world. As long as it resonates with you, as long as when you do it, you feel the shift, it's in alignment. Sorry about that. As long as the technique that you use makes you feel a shift within you, that your body, your mind, your spirit is in agreement with it, then please use it day and night until one day maybe it feels off. You don't want to use that technique anymore because it doesn't vibe with you anymore. That's okay. Shift. Use another technique. Try different ones. See which one you feel works best for you. And go ahead and use the techniques until maybe one day you won't need it anymore because you're fully in embodiment, fully in alignment with that version of yourself. Okay? Might come the day where you just don't need them anymore. You don't use them anymore. And it might not be a conscious decision. You'll just notice like, oh, I didn't need to affirm to myself that I live in abundance. I just am. That's where we're trying to get to, right? And I just want to say, I've noticed there's a weird energy going on in the manifestation community. And of course, I'm not talking about everyone because I haven't seen everyone's content or, listened to everybody's videos or read all their words and all that jazz. But I have noticed a few videos where they make fun of people using certain techniques. And I thought, like, in real Caroline fashion, I was like, the fuck is your problem? But I honestly, I don't understand. And I'm like, if anything, why would you bring this type of energy in this community where clearly everyone is, if you're in this community, it's because somewhere along the lines you are aware and conscious that you are trying to transform, you're trying to transmute your energy, to alchemize your energy. And if somebody shows up and they're like, I'm aware of that, but I don't know how to, so they come to this community to learn, to try things, to explore. And then here are some people who come and say, I'll give you an example of what I saw. Somebody was making fun of EFT tapping, calling it a monkey dance. And I thought, damn, like, why would you say that, And saying things along the lines of like, oh, well, why you don't have to do like a monkey dance or anyway, saying some type of shit. I don't remember everything word for word, but I just remember that part, just making fun of people using EFT tapping. But I was thinking, I mean, it's in this person's right to say whatever they want, right? But on the flip side, I'm also allowed to have my opinion and my thoughts on that. And I was thinking, why would you, especially if you position yourself as a coach, as a teacher, as a leader in this community, to me, it makes no sense that you would make fun of somebody, or, you know, people, because there's countless people who use EFT tapping. Why would you make fun of people using that technique if it actually helps them? Imagine somebody is using that technique, it actually helps them. They were going through all kinds of things. They found EFT tapping, they read about it, they studied it, they practiced it, and they noticed shifts in their lives from doing that practice, from doing that technique. And now here you show up as a leader, or, you know, as a huge coach in this community, and you make fun of them. Now, of course, at the end of the day, the person who's on the other side of that, the person who practices EFT tapping, you don't have to take that person's, comment on the practice that you do. You could be like, I don't give a shit what you think. Matter of fact, I hope you're in that position within yourself where you're like, I don't give a fuck what you think. But I just thought it's wild that, you know, being in that position, you would make fun of techniques that people use, especially when I'm pretty sure we could ask so many people who practice, let's say, EFT tapping or any other type of technique that people are making fun of or talking shit about, but it actually helped these people make serious changes in their lives. It helped them transform their lives from like a huge 180 shift. You see what I mean? If it works for somebody else, why are you so concerned with it? Instead of talking shit about what this person is doing or these techniques, why not just keep your focus and your awareness on what you believe works, and just put your attention and your awareness there. Make that grow. Because then in the comment section, like, and you know, people, if they have a teacher or a coach or an influencer in this community that they follow and that they root for and that, you know, they'll go to war for, you know, they agree with them. And it's okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have the same thought and opinion, and hearing it from, you know, somebody they look up to, you know, it just boosts them up. So in the comment section, it was just like, yeah, these people look stupid doing this, that, and you got to do all this and then do all that. Yeah, maybe for you, but for that person, it worked. So how about you shut the fuck up and be like, you know what? I'm happy it worked for you. It didn't work for me, but I'm happy it's working for you. If it's helping you make changes in your life, then yo, do it. Do it a million times over, because my deepest desire is to see you win, to see you transform, to see you reach your goals, to see you live to your full potential, to see you embody that version of yourself where you're so good in your skin, you're so in love with yourself, you're so in love with life that I don't give a shit if you EFT tapped your way into it, if you affirmed your way into it, you scripted your way into it, I don't give a shit, okay? As long as, you know, it's not harmful to yourself or to others. But whatever it is that you did that helped you go from point A to point B, if it works for you, then great, do it. I encourage you. I support you. I root for you. And think about it. What kind of energy are you feeding into yourself when you go into that mindset, into that lane of thoughts, where you could see somebody else going through it, and because they're doing a technique that you're judgmental about for whatever reason, and you decide to entertain those thoughts in your mind, like, oh, you look stupid doing EFT tapping, you look like you're doing a monkey dance. I'm using that as an example because that's the one that comes to mind, but I've seen a few videos of people making fun of people doing different techniques, okay? But for the sake of this video, let's just stick with this one. So I'm thinking this is the type of energy that you really want to entertain, that you want to pour water over those seeds, over those weeds that you decide to grow in your consciousness, to make fun of people who are trying to change their lives using a technique that maybe you don't want to use for yourself. You think it's, you know, it's funny looking or whatever, but this is what you decide to do with your energy. Energy is currency. What you invested into, what you spend it on, grows. So now you're going to spend your precious energy on that? Really? Really? To me, that's wild, but that's me, okay? So to each their own, but I still wanted to say something about that because it did something to me when I saw that. I was like, ugh, ew, yuck. And that particular content creator actually digged a lot of the things that she shares. But when I saw that, I was like, ugh. It doesn't mean I'll never watch her videos again, but when it comes to that, I was like, oh, you and I are not in agreement on that, and that's okay. We don't have to be the same. I was scared one of my titties was gonna pop out. Okay. I was like, we don't have to be the same, and that's okay. You know, she got her own following, people who you know, who fuck with her, and that's great. Do you see? Like, I cuss. Some people might feel some type of way about that. I don't. I use all the words that I feel like using, and if fuck, shit, bullshit, you know, those words, bitch, I love that word. Those words help me express what I'm feeling, then I will say them. But some people might not feel comfortable with that and will not want to continue following my channel or my social media pages because of that, and that's okay, you know. But to get back to what we were saying, at the end of the day, whatever techniques that you use that really and truly help you make changes in your life for the better, that help improve the quality of your life, that help enhance the quality of your life, do it. Do them unapologetically. Fuck what other people are saying. These people are not perfect. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, okay? If somebody's perfect, we're all perfect. If somebody's not perfect, we're all imperfect, because we're all one and the same at the end of the day, okay? We're all one and the same. So don't be bothered with whatever they could say that you would feel it could be an attack to you, because damn, why you gotta talk shit about what it is that I do to help me get from my point A to point Z when it's actually helped me make these changes in my life. Don't mind them. They have their own battles, and when, this is the way that I perceive it, is when they share these types of messages, especially for people in the community who are really trying to make changes in their lives, let that be a peek. I perceive it as a peek into what's going on in their mind space. Because if you're ready and willing to share that type of message, it's because it's in your mind space enough for you to feel like you got to say something about it, okay? Of course, if there's something that people do and that, I don't know, you've found out in whatever way that it's something that is actually harmful, like, it's a different thing to say, you know what, when you do this or that practice, here are the reasons why I believe it's actually harmful to you. But this is from me, from my experience, from my research, my knowledge, etc., etc. But you don't have to come at it from a point of view where you're making fun of people and saying you're doing monkey dances, you're looking stupid doing monkey dances. That's where I'm like, nah, that's not cool. But again, that's just me, okay? So, to wrap all this up, whatever technique that you use that truly helps you, keep doing it no matter what anybody thinks about it, okay? As long as it's not harmful to yourself or to others, you know, you understand what I'm saying. But keep doing it. And I mean, at the end of the day, are we going to make fun of kids who use, you know, those extra, a kid who's trying to learn how to ride a bike, and you know, they have those extra wheels on the sides? So you have the 2 wheels from the bike, and then you have those 2 extra little baby wheels on the sides, so in case they're about to fall off, and it'll help them not fall. Would you make fun of a kid using that? No, you know, and it looks, sure, it looks funny, it's cute, you know, because you know they're learning. And will come the day where we can take those little baby wheels off and they can go off on the bike with the 2 wheels, right? But we're not going to make fun of them while they're learning. So while you're learning to shift your energy, to manipulate your energy at will, consciously and intentionally, use whatever technique works for you, okay? Use what works for you. And don't pay no mind to anybody saying any type of shit. You focus on you, what works for you and helps you transform your life. That's it, that's all. Bring your awareness and your attention there and tune out the noise. Don't worry about all of them. Don't worry about, you know, even if they're coaches with millions of followers, it doesn't matter, okay? You don't know who their followers are, and if their followers are supporting, how can I say this? Not habits, but if they're supporting messages from their coaches that are, you know, in my opinion, that are not right, like making fun of people, you know, then that tells you who's following them, okay? So they could be millions, but it doesn't matter, because if they share that same type of sentiment, that's not your tribe. That's not your tribe. So don't worry about all that. Just pay attention to you and what works for you, and you go ahead and do that. Techniques are here to help you. They are your friend. So go with what works for you, okay? All right. Quick update. Do I have an update today? No, I'm still on the same vibe, just doing the things, still flowing on yesterday's big tsunami wave of inspiration. It's still going, and I'm still riding that wave. And actually, I saw an opportunity today online that really, that, you know, I'm vibing with. So I'm exploring that opportunity, and you know, just again, it's like life is just, it keeps showing me signs and movement, quote unquote, that I'm definitely on the right path, because these are things I haven't seen before, and now suddenly they all just flood in. So I'm just riding that wave and loving it. So let me know what's going on with you on your own journey. Put it down in the comment section. I hope today's message, something clicked for you there, and let me know your thoughts on what I shared, because I think it's important. Coming from a girl who was bullied as a little girl for being Black, because the first school I attended was mostly white kids. We were three Black kids, and one of them was half white, half Black. She was a mixed kid, and the two other Black kids were me and my brother. And growing up getting bullied and made fun of for whatever reason, in my healing journey, I noticed how, like, there's a way to like have fun with your friends, and you poke, you know, you make fun of each other, you're poking at each other, but in a fun, loving way. It's always within that container of love. But once it's outside of that, you can feel it in the energy that you receive, you know, whatever the person is saying to you. That's why I'm like, we can choose to be nice, to be kind to each other. You know, we can choose how we relay a message. And even if something, I mean, I'll make videos on how I feel about yoga in the Western world. And I had to make sure that in my spirit, it doesn't come from a place where when I share my message, there's venom that comes with it, or, you know, there's unpleasant energy, or energy that could make somebody feel like shit because they practice in a way that I'm like, I'm not in agreement with, you know? And so, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, is that we can choose how we share information, from where within us it comes from. And why not, if we can choose, why not share energy with each other in whatever way, shape, or form that comes from a place of compassion, of love, of understanding, of respect. You know, you never know people's stories, so who are we to just come and say all kinds of shit? You don't know what they've been through and how maybe this technique has helped them, you know? So why not open our eyes, open our ears, open our hearts, and listen, and share our opinions, our thoughts from a place of, again, of love and respect, and having more of an understanding that goes deeper than, you know, just making fun of people for whatever reason. Anywho, okay, that will be all for today. If this video resonated with you, if this is your vibe, like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to sharing another video with you tomorrow. Until then, I hope you have a beautiful day, and treat yourself with love so that you can, you know, share that love with others that you come across during your day. If anything, be kind. Even if you have a different opinion, a different view, how can you exchange with that person, or exchange your ideas and your thoughts from a place of love, kindness, and respect? Okay? All right. I'll see you tomorrow.